Getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates, I'm ready for Martin to beat Kenneth ass. Like, I'm ready for him to tear his ass up because that man is too disrespectful, too racist. That man is very racist. Like, this man had a nerve to say, "Oh, I think you people call it reparations or whatever." I said, "I know this bastard didn't just say reparations." Talking about, I know you people use the word reparations or whatever. Sir, don't get your ass beat. Please don't. He got a foul mouth. Then bringing up Martin's kids. Oh, little Samantha. Yeah, you need your ass straight whooped. Because he going too far with it. Then talking about some $100,000. And that's not even a one-time payment he's talking about. He's talking about multiple payments of $100,000. You better get, and Martin talking about something, oh, I could write 10 of those to get rid of you. Martin, don't get this bastard not one check. Because people like that, they don't go away. If you give him one check, two check, three checks, or for 100, you can get that man 300,000 right now. He gonna come back for another 300K, for another 300K, for another. He gonna bleed you. That's all it is. You can pay them all you want. People like that don't go away because they know they got you by the balls. And Martin going to Vernon, I'm glad he did go to Vernon to let Vernon know, like, I had a chat with Kenneth and stuff like that. Martin need to calm down. Vernon is calm, cool, and collected. He was like, listen, I got this. We just gonna wait. We gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? Just relax yourself. Because getting overheated ain't gonna do nothing for you. You got to calm your ass down. Because, he letting that man get under his skin. You got to play this smart. You got to play it smart. Bill's interaction with Vernon was funny as hell. It was hilarious. Like, Vernon was so over Bill bullshit. That man came up in there. Vernon was like, listen, bitch. Vernon said, I didn't call your ass over here to watch you do your pimp walk. He said, listen, let's get down to some damn business. And Bill sitting there basically trying to let him know, like, I ain't doing shit for y'all until you apologize for how you treated my wife. I'm like, Bill, William. Now is not the time for your bullshit, okay? We are in serious crisis mode in the Dupree household right now. We don't give a damn about you and Haley right now. We don't care about all that. Like, you sitting here looking for an apology, and Vernon was like, bitch, I'm not giving you one. Vernon said, I'm not apologizing to you. He said, nah, damn sure ain't apologizing to no Haley. He said, fuck that. He was like, no, I'm not apologizing. He said, I feel like I've been cordial with Haley up until this point after even all the horrible shit she done did. He said, I've been pretty tame when it come to her. So that's the most you're going to get out of him. He was like, you ain't getting no more than that. You ain't getting no apology. He said, please. Because Bill felt like he's owed some respect from them. Because he tired of cleaning up their messes. Talking about, oh, I ain't going to be doing it no more until I get some respect. This man refuses to acknowledge the Dupree connections that he got. He refuses to acknowledge the fact that he wouldn't have what he have if it wasn't for the Dupree family and their contacts. Because even, I think, the first or second episode, he never owned up the fact that the Duprees helped him get to where he was. He never gave them credit. Never. Even to this day, he's still not giving them credit. And Vernon keep letting his ass know. He was like, listen, bitch, you are where you are because of us. And he let him know. He was like, if we fall, you fall too. If we lose, you lose. Because he was like, people going to ask questions. Your name is going to come up. And I agree with Vernon. Because at the end of the day, even if Vernon and the rest of the family go down, they can come back. You know what I'm saying? They got so much love in the community and they done so much, got so many connections. They can find a way back. Can Bill say the same thing? Can he really say the same? Like, he can go down in flames and rise from the ashes like they could? I don't think Bill can. And he needs to admit that he got to where he is because of them. That's what he need to do and stop trying to act like, oh, they didn't help him. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. He got everything he got because of the Dupree name. And he know it. He just don't want to give them that credit. And I love that Vernon keeps reminding him of that. Like, dude, don't get ahead of yourself. Like, you here because of us. Don't act like you did this shit on your own because you didn't. Like, Vernon don't be playing with him. And he let Bill ass know, you walk out the door and walk out on this shit. He was like, all right. He said, wouldn't be smart. Bill better get the doing. Shit, he was even up in the office snapping on Tomas. I don't blame him for that because even though he asked Tomas for some files, you still need to knock on the door. Like, you don't just barge into nobody's office, especially when they're on a private phone call. You know, like, you don't do no mess like that. And Bill was letting them know, like, you know, you got to be careful about the things that you hear. Because once you hear it, you can't unhear it. So it's like, you got to be careful with that, which I totally agree with Bill. So anyway, moving on from that. I really wish Danny would move on from Bill. I know it's hard for her, you know, because even Pamela could see that she, you know, she's still struggling with the Bill mess. She's still struggling with it. And I get where Danny coming from. They built a life together. You know, 30 years ain't nothing to sneeze at. But the man is married now. He's moved on. She need to move on. You know, you're with Andre now. Move on. Fuck Bill at this point. You know what I mean? Like, she got so much to look forward to. Like, you got a whole new relationship. You got a new company that you're getting off the ground. Focus on that. Stop focusing on his raggedy ass. And I know it's hard for her, but she need to let that go. I would hate for her and Bill to get back together, especially after everything he did. Nah, absolutely not. I was wondering though, when she got the contracts and stuff like that, I was wondering what she saw in the contracts that made her take a pause, because then she started thinking about Bill and him saying, "Oh, we're a team" and all this mess. But what did she see in the contract? You know, like, she saw some type of wording in there. I'm like, girl, take that shit to a lawyer and make sure that it's up to date. Like, you know, it's up to standard. Like, you're not getting played in no type of way. Like, I like Pamela, but I don't know if I trust her like that either. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're not getting played. And Danny is definitely not feeling some of those models that she been seeing, because she was like, listen, this shit ain't impressive. You know what I mean? Like, she need a face of the company is what she need. And so far, she not seeing nothing impressive. I think she might need to go talk to Martin and them and see if she could snag Samantha, maybe. You know, get her in the cover. You know, get her to be the face of the company or something. Because she gonna need help with that. Because it seemed like Danny ain't found nobody yet that she liked. So anyway, moving on from that. Kat need to calm herself down. You know what I'm saying? I love that Jacob did give her credit that she been helping with the investigation and stuff, but she need to calm down. Because she think every little piece of evidence they find is going to be the smoking gun to take Leslie down. And Leslie is funny as shit. Leslie, she just don't care. Like, Leslie don't care. She was like, y'all could plant all the evidence you want. Y'all could conjure up all the fake witnesses that you want. She was like, bitch, I ain't going nowhere. She was like, I ain't going down. So she basically told them it would be in their best interest to work with her rather than against her. I'm like, what the fuck that mean? Because she talking about she called a powerful friend or whatever to help her. I'm like, what powerful friend? Because she was kind of alluding that the friend is Bill. I'm like, there's no way in hell it's Bill. There is no way Bill would help her. Like, he the one that tried to get her ass out of town. Why would he help her? And Bill doesn't seem that fond of her anyway. So why would he go out of his way to help her? So she got to be bluffing or talking about somebody else that she may know that might have some type of connection, you know, some type of connections. Because I'm like, other than that, who the hell would help Leslie's psychotic butt? But she is funny though. And when Jacob got those lab results, it did, you know, somewhat prove that she had the helmet on and stuff, but it doesn't prove that she was the one, you know, who did that to Laura. They still don't have absolute proof on that. So they can't hit her with a charge just yet. And that's what Kat need to understand. These investigations, they take a minute. Like, you really need a smoking gun on this one. And so far, they got a lot of circumstantial stuff that's not going to get them a conviction. So, and some of it might just get thrown out of court because of the way it was obtained. So, it's a process. It's a slow process. So anyway, moving on from that. Eva, she has no confidence in this new office manager role. Like, she doesn't have the confidence. She thinks she gonna mess it up. So of course, you know, Nicole had to talk her down and, you know, let her know, like, yeah, you really kicked ass as my assistant, and that's why Ted hired you. You know, because you are brilliant at your job. So if you could step into the role as my assistant, you can be an office manager, basically. You know, you just got to believe in yourself, because she don't want to mess up. You know, because she feel like Ted is the only parent that's still sticking with her and not throwing her to the wolves. So she wanted to do a good job and not screw it up. which is understandable. I feel like at some point Nicole is gonna fully forgive her, like go back to being cool with her, because it seemed like she's starting to thaw towards Eva and whatnot. And I get it, but a part of me felt like it's still a smack in the face to Kat, because Kat was right about the girl the whole time, and they just keep pushing Kat to the side for her, pushing her feelings to the side. Like, because Kat, they invalidate her feelings a lot when it come down to Eva. They really do. Like, even the fact that Ted hired Eva in Kat's whole position, talking about, oh, Kat just gonna have to get over it. You're invalidating her feelings when you do that. Even when, Nicole allowed Eva to stay for Kat's birthday party, you invalidated her feelings. Like, how this girl feel about her. And they just keep shoving her in Kat's face, At some point, I'd be ready to snap. If I was Kat, I'd be ready to snap on some folk. You know what I mean? Because I like Eva and all that, but they still need to be holding her ass accountable. And I know Nicole gonna go the fuck off. When Nicole find out about this Martin situation, oh, she gonna go off. I just feel like that's gonna send her into overdrive. Like, she been mild so far with her anger, but I feel like once she find that out and find out who was involved in it, oh, Nicole going off. Nicole gonna go batshit crazy on some people. She gonna go scorch earth. Like, she definitely is. That's how I feel. I feel like she just gonna blow her stack. I think that's gonna be enough for her. And I can't wait, honestly. I cannot wait. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.